UNC was down 16 with 132 left in the first half at UVA. UVA is 14th in the country. UNC is 22nd. UNC had not won on the road since December 2nd at Kentucky. So no road wins in the ACC. They'd lost on the road. SMU, they lost to Cal, they lost to Stanford. They began up a lot of points. Down 16, you think, okay, oh shit, what's going to happen? Jaron Stevenson, who transferred to Alabama, his mom played at UNC. He ends up having 17 points all in the second half. And Caleb Wilson finishes the game with 20 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. And Caleb Wilson had his 14th 20-point game as a freshman at UNC, which tied Tyler Hansborough, which he did for a whole season, and it's January 24th, folks. They're already sitting out for the Duke-UNC game in March at Duke. They're already waiting online to get in the best seats for the Cameron Crazies. So you know how crazy this is. UNC, great game, great second half. We have Villanova versus UConn. UConn 6-1 in games by 5 points or fewer decided. Villanova is 2-2, tied for most wins in NCAA. It is a dogfight right now. Villanova, UConn, great game right now. We're coming down to the last couple minutes. I watched so I did a workout, and I realized I'm doing my push-up workout, and I wasn't doing full reps. I was going more for speed than for reps, which is not good. So today I did 300 push-ups in like 21 sets. We're getting snow tomorrow. They said 15 inches. Who knows how much we're going to actually get, but it is crazy. So I ended up watching the whole game while I did my workout. I was going to go to the gym. It's 5 degrees outside. I said, fuck that. I'm staying inside. So I watched the end of the game. It was fantastic. Kept the game on. Didn't switch anything. It was great. Virginia had a 5-game winning streak. They'd been 10-0 at home. Now they're 10-1. Big win for Hubert Davis. They're now 16-4, 4-3 in the ACC. UVA fell to 16-3, 5-2 in the ACC. Love it. I just love the desire today by the team. You take it while you can. You go from there. Then you have the New York Rangers. They gave a goal in 69 seconds last night. They gave up 3 goals in the first 7:37. Carrick got a goal late in the first period. No goals in the second and third period. Ends 3-1. Another loss for the Rangers. The Rangers, since the Winter Classic, are 1-7-1. They're 2-8-1 in their last 11. Celebrini, who had a 6-game, his season-high 6-game pointless streak, had 2 goals. His 25th and 26th. He's averaging 1.47 points per game, 5th in the NHL. Spencer Martin had 28 saves. Carrick got his 3rd. Yeah. They're 1-3 on the 4-game road trip. Monday they host Boston. Sharks are 9-4 their last 13. Yeah. Rangers, yeah. And remember, January 10th at Boston, they lost 10-2. So not pretty. No Fox or Igor, so that's how But penalty 29 seconds in. Goal by Celebrini 69 seconds in. 14 seconds later, another penalty. Robertson, delay of game. Sullivan called a timeout with 3:08 into the game. That's why he's like, this isn't working. Rangers led in 5-on-5 expected goals on the night. Thank you, natural stat trick for that one. But what does it matter? I mean, they're 7 penalties, 14 goals they've given up in the first 5 minutes of a game per NHL stats. That's the 3rd worst. In the first period, they have the 3rd worst shot differential, -79, 7th worst goal differential, -8. And in January alone, they have given up 7 goals in the first 5 minutes. Second, I thought that'd be the most. It's second to the Kraken, which is crazy, right? I love that name, Solo Ball. What a great name for a basketball player. Solo Ball. Yeah, 7 goals in the first 5 minutes, 1-7-1 since the Winter Classic. They've been outscored since the Winter Classic, 45-25. Listen, they're not playing good hockey right now. Rangers are not a good team. They are not a good team. We all know it. We all see it. What's the record now? I wrote the record down for the Rangers. They are now 21-25-6. They're last in the Eastern Conference, and the San Jose Sharks improved to 26-21-3. And so interestingly enough, Corey Alexander, former UVA great, was saying that now we saw that Mike McCarthy is going to be the next head coach of the Steelers. He brought up a good point. They've only had 4 head coaches. He's 62. He's going to be 63. You think he's going to be coaching for the next decade, the next 10, 12? This is a not for long hire. I don't love it. I guess the market wasn't great. I'm shocked they didn't go for a younger guy. McCarthy will get wins, and he likes calling his own plays. Arthur Smith is gone. I heard he might be going for the Titans offensive coordinator. Why do guys like him keep getting jobs? Why does Arthur Smith keep getting jobs in football? To me, it makes no sense at all. I'm not a fan at all. I don't love McCarthy. I'd love to talk to Patty or a Steeler fan and ask him what they think about this because I don't love this pick. But this is what they have right now. So we'll see what happens going forward. Yeah. Time will tell. UFC tonight. Now, he's given – I saw that Dana – I say Dana. Oh, my God. How come I'm blanking on the UFC guy's name? UFC – Dana White. 25,000. What is, I saw a bunch of the bonuses today is yes, 25,000 for any finish, 100,000 for performance of the night, 100,000 for fight of the night. And tonight's the first card on Paramount, which I've had, and I'm excited about that. Now, a lot of people are talking about Jarrett Stidham. They don't have a shot in hell in the game. Stidham is still a professional quarterback. Sean Payton is his coach. Drake May has a problem with fumbles. Both defenses are good. But as you saw in the first, Will Campbell, they put a lot of pressure. Will Anderson had his way with him. Nick Bettino could be having a big game. Defenses are going to play a big role in the game. And whatchamacallit? J.K. Dobbins is out, but he's been out since November. So Harvey's going to have to RJ Harvey's going to have to do a lot of the carries. I think a lot of people are saying they don't have a shot in hell. And I'm saying Stidham is still a professional. He's an NFL quarterback. I know he hasn't started in 2 years. He only did a kneel down this season. But I feel like people are jumping the gun on the Patriots, who have not looked their best so far in the playoffs. Won both games, but the Chargers look terrible. And what was it? 5 turnovers, 4 interceptions for C.J. Stroud last week. And he's still losing the ball a lot, Drake May. So I'm curious what's going to happen in this. I am. We'll see what happens going forward. And it's going to be fun. Okay, so I guess we have overtime, UConn Villanova. That should be exciting. Yes, we have extra basketball. So I'm going out on a limb. I'm going to take, and I know I probably shouldn't do this, but I think the Broncos could win this one like 2017. I really do, because I feel like there's a lot of pressure on Drake May. There's a lot of pressure on the Patriots. They've been playing well. They haven't really played the best competition. I feel like the Texans, if they had played better football last week, could have beaten them. They didn't. And I know they lost Bo Nix, but I feel you've Sean Payton as your coach. You have the home field advantage. I don't know what the temperature is what's it going to be like in Denver. It was shitty weather. Denver weather tomorrow. Denver weather Sunday. Okay, so we're looking at a high of it's saying there is a 20 to 40% chance of snow between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. So there could be snow tomorrow. Yes. How will weather factor in for the AFC Championship game? Okay, so right now the game starts at 3 p.m. local time. There is a 49%, 21 high of 21, low of 8. There's a 49% chance of rain with 1 inch expected. It winds up to 12 miles per hour. So players and fans should get sun for the entirety of the game, hoping those cold temperatures. Yeah, okay. Okay, very cold by weather.com. We'll see how that goes. 12, it's not going to really have a big game. Adam Vinatieri, which is not there. Drake May has struggled with fumbles the last 2 playoff games with 6 in the wins. Yes, okay, ways to contribute. Okay, his chocolate and soup, weather aids are. Oh, yeah, and the Patriots are 0-4 against the Broncos in the playoff when the game is played in Denver, which I talked about. It will be balmy by comparison, 44 and sunny with virtually no wind, so that won't affect them. So I'm going to take. I like them, and then I'll tell you the truth. JSN, 3 catches, 19 yards. They really didn't need him. They blew out San Francisco last week, 41-6, but no Charbonnet this week. Kenneth Walker III is going to have a lot of carries, which he did over 100 yards last game. Plus, he caught a lot of balls from the backfield. Stafford is Stafford, but I think Sam Darnold is ready to go take his game to the next level. I saw Adam Archuleta saying how badly they had been coached in their previous stops before they got to Denver and Tampa Bay. I mean, before he got to I got to find what. Yeah, Archuleta had said some good stuff about both Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold, basically talking how badly they've been coached with the Browns. Yeah, I've had conversations with Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield in my production meetings. It's astonishing how poorly they were taught before exposed to San Francisco Sam and Baker Rams. Both of them told me that the teaching was so much more detailed, but in a way that simplified the process. Yeah, Browns and Jets, suck. Carolina, suck. And that's pathetic. You're in a professional setting. It should be a lot better. Yeah, I think this one could be like 24-21. I'm taking Seattle and the Broncos in the two games. And a rematch of the Super Bowl in New Jersey, where the Seahawks beat the Broncos 43-8, where the first play of the game, the snap went over Peyton Manning's head, and that was the end of that. Now, Sports Report put an interesting point up about Peyton Manning. He said about that, younger Peyton Manning, which he wasn't great in postseason games. So he brought up a very good point. And today is going to be the shortest show of all time. And so I just wanted to bring this up where he said about, I talked to Sports Reports, and he said, I said the retool is in full effect, 3-0 less than 8 minutes left. And the Sports Report, what did we had a conversation where he said to me, he wrote down that I wrote, these are fighting words. In the Peyton Manning was far worse in the postseason than Lamar and Josh Allen at their age. Horrible playoff performer, choke artist. I said them were fighting words. Peyton wasn't great when the playoffs came around, 14-13, and I went to the 41-0 Jets playoff win where Chad Pennington was quarterback. So I picked my games. I wanted to do a short show, which is what I did, and I appreciate the time. Oh, let me do a trivia question. That's how we got UFC tonight. I want to talk about UNC 1. We got the end of the UConn UVA game, and let's do one trivia question and call it a day. Short but sweet. That's what JD likes to do this day and age. Okay, today's trivia question is. All right. Let's do a hockey. No one's going to get that. Who is the first team in NFL history to lose by 3 points or fewer in the playoffs in 3 straight seasons? Who is the first team in NFL history to lose by 3 points or fewer in the playoffs in 3 straight seasons? That's my trivia question for today. Michigan came home. I did my workout. I wanted to do a show. I said, hey, we'll do a short one. Let's go Villanova. Let's go. Knicks are playing in a little bit. UFC tonight. We're going to see Heathers on Broadway, off Broadway in a little bit. Stay warm. Snow coming tomorrow. I'm taking Denver and Seattle to play in the Super Bowl. Peace out. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.